Hi everybody, Phil here. Just wanted to hop on here and today I want to talk about a grateful lesson in humanity. I've had a pretty amazing life. I've had some things that have happened to me that have been pretty yucky and miserable, and for a long time I didn't know how to deal with them, so I just stuffed them down and I plowed through life, and that's how we were taught, and of course I had a great childhood, grew up in rural Newfoundland, but we were kind of taught that, you weren't supposed to feel your emotions, stuff them down, plow through. And so we came out, most of us have these beliefs about ourselves that we're not good enough, we're not smart enough, we're not pretty enough, we're not, we're not lovable, we're not anything to kind of beat us down. And that self-talk is always kind of there. So I lived with that for a long time. And 20 years ago, over 20 years ago now, I got really sick. I struggled with fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue, and multi-chemical sensitivity. Sometimes I have to think about it because it's all gone now, but sometimes I forget which illnesses I had. So in 2014, the fall of 2014, so it's almost like my 3rd year anniversary now coming up, I, in desperation, found FasterEFT. I'd had to leave my job because I was so sick. I was isolated. It was miserable. It was rough. And I went through a lot of pain, emotional pain and physical pain. And even though I had a wonderful partner in my life, great life from the outside looking in, inside I felt like I was just falling apart. So this kind of caught up with me, and I ended up leaving work in 2011. So in 2014, I remember my husband was away, and I found FasterEFT, created by Robert Gene Smith, and I started tapping along with the videos. I watched every video. I was at it constantly. Within 2 weeks of going back into old memories, I wrote down any memory that caused me pain. Like when I'd go back and think about it, the picture would cause me pain, or I'd get feeling in my body or whatever. And I was able to change them. And I healed. The fibromyalgia was gone. The MCS, I could not leave my home without wearing a mask. And by Christmas, this was like end of October, early November, by Christmas, I was hiking up Kepik Mountain in Antigonish and going everywhere, watching my son play basketball and being in a crowd and doing okay, So this modality is amazing. FasterEFT, tapping, we call it. The new name actually for it is eutaptics. It's about the mind-body connection. You think a thought, and our subconscious mind records everything from birth till now. And it records it, it encodes it, it deletes stuff, so it's never, and then it filters stuff. So it's never the accurate memory most times. So I went through that process, and I went to Oklahoma City in 2015 and did my level 1 training to become a practitioner for FasterEFT, because I had received such healing myself that I wanted to share this with other people. So little did I know that I still needed to continue my journey, my healing journey, which I did. And I'm so glad that I have. And so just in July of this year, I went back to do level 2. And so what I'm realizing is that if it weren't for all the bad things that had happened to me in my life, I wouldn't have all the good things that I have now. Like, I am so grateful for my life right now. It's amazing. Started with Alan doing one-on-one sessions talking about myself and FasterEFT and, what the future held for me and how I would move forward in my business and all that stuff. And then we started doing group sessions with people from all over the world. We were like a group of strangers brought together, but we were in this safe environment that allowed us to just explore ourselves and just be who we are and be vulnerable. This is available to anyone who wants help. If you're suffering, if you're struggling, and God knows I have done my share of struggling and suffering and trying to put on that brave face, that you're okay when you're not, you're falling apart inside. I am just tonight so thankful, for Robert Smith, for Alan Combies, for our mentorship group that brought this group of wonderful people together, and all the wonderful people I have in my life just from going to different trainings. And we're going back again in 2 weeks, and I just can't wait. We're like a family. I'm grateful for, without all the pain that I had in my life, I wouldn't have all this joy and this gratitude that I have now, and the feeling of looking at myself as a human being who has feelings and has emotions. But not only that, like, we are amazing creatures. Our brain, our bodies, like, we are amazing. And this healing tool is the #1 healing tool out there right now. It really is. It's user friendly, and I also have a wonderful family through the FasterEFT community. I am so grateful, so blessed, so glad I was curious enough. That's one thing about me. I was always curious, always willing to try anything to a certain degree. And anyway, it has saved my life. And now I'm helping other people heal their pains, their hurts, their traumas. And I just feel so grateful. I'm just so grateful. So whatever you're doing tonight, hope it's a good one. I'm sending you love, and you take care. Bye.